Revelations.Unveiled.Detroit.
In the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 1, for thine incorruptible spirit is in all things, therefore chasteneth you them by little and little that offend, and warn them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have offended, that leaving their wickedness they may believe on you, O Lord. For it was your will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of the Holy Land, whom you hatest for doing most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murders of children and devourers of men's flesh, and the feasts of blood, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of help, that the land which thou esteemest above all other might receive a worthy colony of God's children. Nevertheless, even those that spared as men and did send wasps for runners of thine host to destroy them little by little, not that you were unable to bring the ungodly under the hand of the righteous in battle, or to destroy them at once with cruel beasts or with one rough word, but executing your judgments upon them by little and little, you gave them place of repentance, not being ignorant that they were a naughty generation, and that their malice was bred in them, and that their cogitation would never be changed. For it was a cursed seed from the beginning, neither did you for fear of any man give them pardon for those things wherein they sinned. For all shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand your judgment? And who shall accuse you for the nations that perish, whom you made? Or who shall come to stand against you to be revenged for the unrighteous men? For neither is there any God but you that care for all, to whom you might show that your judgment is not unright. Verse 14, neither shall king or tyrant be able to set his face against you for any whom you have punished. For as much then as you are righteous yourself, you order all things righteously, thinking it not agreeable with your power to condemn him that has not deserved to be punished. For the power is the beginning of righteousness, and because you are the Lord of all, it makes you to be gracious unto all. For when men will not believe that you are a full power, you show them your strength, and among them that know you, make their boldness manifest. But you, mastering the power, judge with equity, and order us with great favor, for you may use power when you will. But by such works has you taught your people that the just man should be merciful, and have made your children to be of good hope, and you give repentance for sins. For if you did punish the enemies of your children and the condemned to death with such deliberation, giving them time and place whereby they might be delivered from their malice. Verse 21, with how great circumspection did you judge your own sons, unto whose fathers you had sworn and made covenants of good promises. Therefore, whereas you did chasten us, you scourged our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of your goodness. And when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. Wherefore, whereas men have lived deceitfully and unrighteously, you has tormented them with their own abominations. For they went astray very far in the ways of error, and held them for gods, which even among the beasts of their enemies were despised, being seduced, being deceived as children of no understanding. Therefore unto them as to children without the use of reason, you did send a judgment to mock them. But they that would not be reformed by that correction wherein he dallied with them shall feel a judgment worthy of God. Verse 27, for look, for what things they grudged when they were punished. That is, for them whom they thought to be gods, now being punished in them. When they saw it, they acknowledged him to be the true God, whom before they denied to know, and therefore came extreme damnation upon them. That was verse 27. And until we are together again, I love you. I love you. I love you. To be continued.
Revelations.Unveiled.Detroit.